Good morning, everybody. It is, I think, the 9th of April, and it's about 9:30 in the morning. It's 18 degrees, and I think it's going to get to a high of about 22 today. Anyway, I'm beginning my winter prep shutdown. I've already done one hive the other day, which I didn't record, sorry. But anyway, I'm going to do the rest of the hives today, or at least the Langstroth anyway. So I got all my gear ready, prepped. I've also got some feed. I've been feeding a couple of my hives the last few weeks. They've gone through all their stores. Yeah, so it's just not much about at the moment. It hasn't been for quite some time. Anyway, let's get it started. Yeah, so you can see this box here. I reduced that down just the other day. It did have an ideal super on and a deep super on. They never did fill them out completely. But anyway, they've gone through all those stores. Except for they did have a couple of half capped off frames in the ideal super. But I've put them in the freezer. And I've already started feeding them, and I'll have those spare frames to give back to them early spring if they need it. Yeah, so as I said, gone through virtually all their stores. So again, I didn't get any honey this year, not off these hives anyway. So we'll pop into that one and give it some more feed today. This little nuke has been going well. I've been feeding it as well. It's got some weight in it. I think I may not feed it again today. I'll just keep an eye on the weight and see how they go, because I don't want to make them honey bound, of course. Okay, looks like they're maybe foraging on something today. When I did go into the hive last, there was a little bit of nectar in there, but not a lot. So anyway, we'll see how they go. I'll see if they've taken down any of the syrup, and we'll go from there. Wow, so there you go. I only put that feeder on, maybe 3 days ago. So yeah, they'll need feeding again. A lot of moisture up in the hive too. Okay. Let's see how they are. I may need to put gloves on. Just depends on how upset they are. Right. Doesn't look like there's too many up the top here. I've got a few up here. Right, let's have a look. As usual, they've blocked up all those holes. Anyway, we may or may not put that back on. We'll see. Let's see what we've got in here. I don't imagine there's a lot in here, to be honest. But I'm feeling pretty light on. Yep. Nothing in there. I'll leave that out. At least I'll have plenty of drawn comb for next spring. Oh, there's a bit of weight in that one. Okay, that's good. Tiny little bit in there, not a lot. Out of the two Langstroths, this one was the one that was doing the better out of the two, which is evident by Still got honey stores. You can see some nectar in there too. I don't know if you can see that. And yeah, a little bit in there. Oh, this one's heavy. Oh, geez. Okay. Well, if they've got any in the Ideal Super, I might be able to take this box off, harvest the full frames, and freeze the partials, ready to give back to them in spring if they need it. Well, to finish it off anyway, either or. Right, this one's empty. Oh, there's a little bit of nectar in this side. Okay, well that's pleasing to see. So I don't think I'll be feeding these girls. We'll see what's going on in the next Ideal. I know they had brood in there before with a bit of honey. Let's just have a look. I'm certainly not going to leave all these boxes on them over winter. Okay, let's crack that off. I've certainly propolized it down. Okay, we've got that. Let's give them another smoke. Going to cover that up. We've got some robbers about. Just make sure there's no queen on there. Nope. See if you can still see. Nothing in that one. Down. A little bit of honey still in that one. And a little bit there. Yep, and they're backfilling where the brood's hatched. This nectar. Okay. Right, I'm not going to go through all of it. So I think I'm going to take this box off, have a quick look in the brood box, see if they've got any stores down there. And if they do, I'm going to leave this on them, because we still may get a little bit of flow. So I'll leave this on them and overwinter them with this on them. I will keep an eye on their weight. I may have to rip it off them down the track. But for now, okay. I'll put that there. Put that lid on there. Put that on there just while we inspect. Trying to keep the robbers at bay. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, so that's empty. So I may even move some of those honey frames down into this box. Okay. Let's just make sure we've still got a viable queen. We're filling that with nectar. Just trying to see what's going on here. Okay, that looks like that's all nectar as well. I haven't seen any brood yet. Got some capped brood there, but I think they're polishing the cells. I don't see any eggs yet, or the queen. It's a capped brood hatching. No eggs or queen or larvae. we've got capped brood. Okay, I do see eggs. Okay, I see eggs, so I'm happy there now. So we've still got a queen. It's good. The wind's picking up, so I'll probably have to speed this up. You know what, I think I'm not going to go any further anyway. I'll just suss this out. Right, so they are bringing in some nectar. I think what I'm going to do, because there's not a lot of bees here, to be expected, slowing down for winter, I'm going to get rid of this frame, give that back to them in spring, and I'm going to give them 2 frames out of the honey super, and I think I'm going to feed them. So let's just get rid of these girls. So let's put this down here for the moment. I'll sort them out in a minute. Is it there? Right. I'm going to. Drop them on there. We're going to get the bods on. Right. Now I need the inner cover. Trying to do this in a quick way so I don't entice any robbing. Okay. Whew. Sure I don't have a queen on the box here. No, no queen. Oh, we'll get them fed. It's actually 2 to 1 I've made up this time. They're already coming up for it. Look at that. Oops, box is up the wrong way. Come on girls, you have to get out. Right. Show me you girls, you'll have to get out. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on them girls. Get some weight under them. The main reason I took off their supers, well, first of all, space. There was a lot of empty frames as well, but also they weren't moving it down. I was hoping they'd move it down to the brood area, but they haven't, so I'll just take it off, freeze it, and I'll just feed them and keep an eye on their weight. So I've noticed since I've reduced that hive down and fed it, there's a lot of activity going on here. I'm just trying to work out whether it's robbing or not robbing. I don't think it's robbing. My entrance is already reduced, so I don't really see any fighting that I can tell. Anyway, there are a couple of bees trying to get in. I think they'll be okay. I'll close the entrance up more, I suppose, if I get too worried. Okay, I did feed this one the other day, but we'll have a quick look, see if they need any more. Better give them a smoke. Just make sure you can see. Yep. Okay. Yep, they're bone dry. It's not full, but I'll have to make some more syrup up. Down through the sugar, I know that much. I'm not going to go through these top bar hives this year and condense them down. I'm going to just see how they go and see how their combs hold up during the winter, and just see if they do or don't get mouldy. They probably will get mouldy. My experience is they'll get mouldy. I will just take a peek at the other end, and where'd my other glove go? I'll just move you guys up here so you can see. I just have a look at these combs on the ends. I don't want to disturb them too much. Actually, I might have to, because there's some wax moth cocoons going on in there. Let's give that a scrape. I think I was seeing things. Anyway, let's have a look. See if we get any stores up this end. Oh yeah, I can see some red syrup in there. Wasn't a lot in there, but they're storing it. Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to look any further. So this is the only top bar that I'm feeding at the moment. I will check the other one out. See how they're going. I'm just going to have a quick look in this one, see if I can remove these end frames yet. It's still got honey in them. Okay. Close that back up. And we'll look at the other end. Okay. Little bit of fresh nectar in there. Remember, these girls haven't been fed. So I'm just checking their stores. I'm not going to go all through the hive. Just making sure they've got something. I'm going to manage them differently this year. Every other season I remove a lot of these end combs and reduce them right down. I'm not going to. That's got some nectar in it. I won't go too far into them. Just the remainder of some hatching brood. They're backfilling all that. They're going all right. Okay, so I'm not worried about them. Okay, so that'll possibly be the last time I look at them before winter. Until I do my next Varroa check anyway. Okay, last but not least, we'll have a quick look in this one. Okay, let's have a look. This one I'm not too worried about either. They generally go pretty well. All these mud wasps still there. Right, let's just have a quick look. Yeah, still got stores both sides. Yep. Yep. I'll look at one more and then I'll close them up, I think. Right, so I'm only part way into it. It's probably about 20, oh, how many bars are there? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 23 bars. I'm 3 bars in and they've got nectar, honey. So I'm not going to go through the rest of the hive. And just assume that this hive, because they've always gone really well, assume that they've got plenty of stores. And there's lots of robbers around, so. We'll get them closed up. And we won't look at these girls now till our next Varroa check, which will probably be some warm day in July or June or something like that, if there is such a thing as a warm day. Okay, I guess that's a wrap from me for 2025 beekeeping season. And I guess I'll see you all again next season. Unless I pop up the odd video of just stuff that's going on around the farm. Otherwise, you won't see a lot of beekeeping from me, I'm afraid. And for those of you that are just coming into spring, all the best, especially with Varroa. And yeah, so that's it for me. See you later.